Hello, and welcome back. Alright, let's see what we're gonna do next. And you must be Solhan, Slayer of Gods, Rider of Dragons, Savior of Ishgard, Stealers of Pants. If some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed, I knew it. May I say what an honor and a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, my lady. I just know you and I are going to get along famously. Yeah, right. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. This being your first visit to our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks along the way. If you would be so good as to follow me. Where is the first one? Everyone, if I could have your attention, please. You are now standing in Cancanto. Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the aetherites which stands over yonder. The design is markedly different from those of Charlaians, yet I trust its function is identical? A diplomat and a scholar, while wonders never cease. Far Eastern aetherite technologies have a long and storied tradition. I assure you, this particular example was constructed by the Onishishu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with the utmost secrecy. In short, you will find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts. Attune, if you like. Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the aetherite. Come, come, let us move along. The markets are next. We have arrived at the largest shopping district in Kugane-dori. Kugane, as you are doubtless unaware, is an ancient Hingan word for gold. So, in this prosperous port where golden fortune are made, lesser fortunes or kogain are earned by the local merchants. It's quite logical once you learn the language. Hehehe, now you're beginning to speak my language. Oh-ho? A kindred spirit. What a pleasant it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin. Hancock of the East Aldonar Trading Company. You are with clients today? Why, if it isn't Master Kaiten, pray allow me to introduce to you my esteemed guest, but recently came from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kogane-dori. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Kaiten of the Hakuchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manners of currency. Rest assured, your Eorzean jewels are welcome here. I invite you to pursue our wares at your leisure. Arms, armor, foodstuff, with potatoes. Here you will find all of them and more. If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to the Ijingai, the district in which Jin or foreigners are permitted to reside. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So, you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Garlean cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercation after all. Such spats being strictly forbidden. The Sakami punishes breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation. Though, to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot. What? Cut down then and there? You're joking, right? Would that I were, but alas, these samurais are humorless lots. Why? I recall one instant when a foreign merchant in his cups dared lay hands upon a Hingan aristocrat in front of a Sakami. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. I don't even want to think about that. So, as you can see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you with yourselves, in the manner of the late Adelaji. Oh, how I amuse myself. But we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean's consulate. This, as you may have surmised, is the consulate of you-know-who, marked the guards at the gate. As their uniforms not different from those you have seen in the West. Were you to travel far and wide, you would find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which goes to show that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. There is, oh, so much more I could speak of. The soothing water of the ocean, the ephemeral, the lights of the pleasure district. But you are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. Let us retire to the company offices. At long last, we arrive at our destination. May I present to you our humble offices. We have much to discuss, though I will refrain from further prattle. Come, right this way.
Thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, YUGURI and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Aori Shinobi and the Rugadan Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugani.
Are you sure?
They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map. Here in Kugani, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Othard in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy. Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
I am told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yuguri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
Though I am reluctant to make any action whatsoever that could be construed as placed ourselves in Lord Lolorito's stead, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamegan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. It would seem inefficient for us all to venture out together in search of information on Yuguri and Gogetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed. We need to cast our nets wider, split up and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we are to coordinate our efforts effectively, we will need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed, Tarutaru would seem best suited to the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. Alize and I will take those in the southern district of the city, and the two of you can take those in the north. In anticipation of just such an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing some few sketches of Yuguri and Gogetsu during our voyage. Whoa, your Stola warned me that you were a bit of an artist, but these are great. They'll definitely come in handy. Looks like it's you and me, so let's step outside and talk about where to start. Wow, Alfina's sketches are so... I don't know how to put it, but they're very... Well, see for yourself. You may view Alfina's sketch at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. It looks more like them than they do. Honestly, you could make a living doing this. Sorry. No time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku at the on-something? On-sun? On-san? On-sun? That was it. Few of these. Make things a little easier. did that. Armor. Repair. Great. Guys. Okay. Anything here? Nope. Okay. Where to? Come one, come all. Burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes. There is not that the mystical water of the Bokaizen hot spring cannot heal. Oh? What is this in your hand? You seek this Ara and this Rogaiden, do you? A thousand apologies, but I cannot help you. It is against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons past or present. Please, we came all the way from Eorzea to find our friends. We have our reputation to consider, miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honored their wishes. Only the Sakisagami may demand otherwise. I'm sorry, but there is naught I can do. I suppose we'll just have to ask someone else then. What about that woman who runs the Hotel Kaz, was it? Welcome, traveler. Can I interest you in some rice wine? Exceptional quality delivered but the other day. An Ari shinobi and a Rogaiden samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with some few of my own. If I speak of that which you know, Aijin, be not offended. You are familiar with the situation in the lands across the Ruby Sea? The Doom Rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet. I see. And you are familiar with the ways of Hingashi? How we elect to stand apart and support no cause but our own? Indifference and callous. Some may call us, but pragmatism is essential if a humble island nation such as ours is to survive. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical, and so Kugain is open to Aijin. and we are equally hospitable to all. Or if I must speak more plainly, yes, I can help you. But if I do, I must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Are you willing to accept this fair, equitable treatment? If anyone comes looking for us, tell them whatever you like. As you wish. The two individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I will provide you with the names of the captains if you like. You have been a great help, Mistress Katolkaz. I'll be sure to come back for that wine sometime. We would welcome your custom, Miss. We should question these captains as soon as we can. We take the first three. You take the first three, I'll take the rest. And we'll meet here when we have finished, alright? Good luck. Yes, a Rogadan gentleman did approach me. He wanted to charter a ship to take him across the Ruby Sea. The Mad Devil. I sent him away, like all the others before him. The woman? Nay, I know her not. You ask me if I have seen this Ari woman and this Rogadan samurai? The woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. He was for Doma, and I could not help him. We travel solely between here and Radas at hand. It would be an unreasonable detour. So they're telling me that they didn't leave here. What this guy has to say. Passengers? No, we no longer offer that service. Too much trouble. Now, we only transport goods. I told this to the samurai and sent him on his way. The woman? Ah, if it is a woman you seek, the pleasure houses have plenty. How did it? Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. to my room. This is Bosmark Hall, the lowest level of the Mecenas. In case you aren't familiar with the nautical term, a bulwark is the platting that prevents waves from swamping a ship's deck. Replace waves with hordes of howling beastmen, and you'll get an idea of the purpose for which this chamber exists. Okay, not that one. Guess that. Okay, let's go up to my room. Use the lift. The Mecenas is a place where visitors of Limsa come to rest their weary heads. Our soft beds and wine chambers are a damn sight more comfortable than a swinging hammock in some cramped fish-stinking cabin. You can take a quiet moment to reflect on your day and sleep soundly without the fear of rolling waves upsetting your belly. And I wager a busy adventurer like yourself needs that silver or keys from time to time. I just wish I could store the recipes elsewhere. Well, for now, I guess. Let's go back. Alright. Clear things out. Well, I suppose we might as well head back to... Wait, I have just remembered. There was someone on my list I forgot to visit. Raido. He's a Namazu fisherman, whatever that means, and a regular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around. What? What? Why do you stare? You have business with me? By the 12, a talking fish. Yes, yes, a talking fish. How very observant of you, Jin. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in the proper manner. Sorry, I've never met Let's start again. You're Guido, right? My name is Lise, and this is Sol. We're looking for some friends of ours. I see. Both these ones I know well. I helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. Really? That's wonderful. Could you do the same for us? Yes. This would not be a problem for you. I would charter a ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? I didn't think to bring any money, but surely Tartaru will let us take whatever we need from the Scion's coffers, right? We wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Could we take a moment to take it over with our friends? Yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset on the Tasselglare Bridge. Do not forget your fare. Bring many jewels, yes? It's about time our luck changed. Alfina and the others will be thrilled. Greetings, honored madam. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Alright. Let's see. We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the Southern Piers. Several recognized Gogetsus and confirmed that he has been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Akbar. None, however, made any mention of Lady Yuguri. Yes, it is the same story for us. And then you will never believe what happened. So this Graido claims to have aided both Gogetsu and Yuguri? How fortuitous. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alfina. Stupid's what I'd call it. How can you agree to this price without making any attempts to haggle, or even confirming what it was in the first place? Yes, that too was a misstep on their part, but it is not what troubles me most. Guado and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disclaimed as scheming money lenders, ever eager to turn a profit from others' misfortune. Everyone else we questioned stated that Gogetsu was alone. Only Guado claimed to have met both him and Yuguri. I suppose it's just possible that Gogetsu made inquiries by himself, but only called upon Yuguri once he had found a willing captain? But it is equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugin with agendas which may run contrary to your own. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. And what better way to do so than by delivering her the heads of foreign insurgents? Fine, we will be right about him, but if Grado's working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yuguri and Gogetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are, and if he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyway, if he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will we? But if he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner and punch him till he tells us the truth. So, if it's a trap, we will spring it and deal with the consequences. I like the way you think. Very well, we should prepare for the worst. Taru will remain here and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance. Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all costs, even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you. The Sakaizigami will not hesitate to clap you in irons or cut you down. If anything untoward should happen, you are to return here at once. Is that clear? Okay, thank you for tuning in. I will end today's stream with a short one. And until next time, have a good day or the rest of the evening to you all. Take care.